With the release of Evil Dead Rise coming April 21st, 2023, I think an Evil Dead cram session is in order. Here's everything that you need to know about all the Evil Dead stuff before watching Evil Dead Rise. The Evil Dead started off as a low-budget indie film and blew up, becoming one of the biggest low-budget box office hits of all time, launching director Sam Raimi's career and spawning a media franchise of sequels, a great reboot and continuation, a TV series, video games, and comic books. And it gave us a hell of a horror movie icon of badassery, Ash Williams, played by the amazing Bruce Campbell. Enough of my rambling, let's get to it. The Evil Dead 1981, the OG. A group of college students, Ash Williams, his girlfriend Linda, his sister Cheryl, their friend Scott, and Scott's girlfriend Shelley vacation at a remote cabin in the woods where they accidentally resurrect an ancient demonic entity when they find a Sumerian version of the Egyptian Book of the Dead in the cellar, along with archaeologist Raymond Noby's tape recorder with incantations which, of course, they play. They're possessed one by one, starting with Cheryl, Ash's sister, when she gets physically assaulted by rapey demonic trees in the woods. Our hero and protagonist, Ash, played by Bruce Campbell, must fight to survive and ultimately defeat the evil entity. The Evil Dead is known for its gruesome violence and inventive camera techniques and is widely regarded, and rightfully so, as a horror classic. Evil Dead 2, 1987. A sequel to the first film, Evil Dead 2 starts with Ash and his girlfriend Linda taking a romantic vacation to seemingly abandoned cabin in the woods because apparently Ash never learns. While in the cabin, he plays a tape of archaeologist Raymond Noby, who used to live in the cabin, reciting passages from the Book of the Dead, the Necronomicon Ex Mortis. The recorded incantation unleashes an evil force, also known as the Kandarian demon, that kills and later possesses Linda, turning her into a Deadite. Ash is once again trapped in the cabin, battling possessed objects and demons, and ultimately has to cut off his own hand using a chainsaw. More events follow involving more hapless victims, aka fresh meat for the kill count, among them being Annie, the archaeologist's daughter. In the wake of all hell breaking loose, she helps Ash modify the chainsaw and attaches it to the stump of his right arm and cuts the shotgun's barrel. Annie, having missing pages of the Necronomicon, completes the incantation and succumbs to her wounds because, oh yeah, Ash's possessed severed hand had stabbed her in the back using a Kandarian dagger. The incantation opens up a whirling temporal vortex, which not only sucks up the demon, but also Ash and his Oldsmobile Delta 88, hurling him back to the Middle Ages. Army of Darkness, 1992. The third film in the series, Army of Darkness, is known for its humor and action and Ash's iconic one-liners like, "This is my boomstick." It sees Ash thrown back in time into medieval England, where he must battle an army of the undead and retrieve the Necronomicon, the Book of the Dead, in order to return to his own time. But not before getting into some shiz like being enslaved because he's thought to be a spy for some duke, being thrown into a pit where he fights and kills a Deadite, earning him his freedom and turning him into a hero. He even finds himself a love interest. He encounters a copy of himself, Evil Ash, whom he has to kill and dismember, finds that there are 3 Necronomicon books instead of 1, and basically botches up the whole operation, causing his body's copy to rise from the dead and unite all the other Deadites into the Army of Darkness. Eventually, Ash successfully leads the soldiers to victory over the Deadites, blows up Evil Ash, saves Sheila, his love interest, and brings peace. With the help of a wise man, a passage from the Necronomicon, a potion, and a magic phrase, Ash is returned to his time. Back in the present, he recounts his story to a co-worker at the S-Mart department store. As he talks to a female co-worker who is interested, a leftover Deadite who is there because Ash botched up the last word of his phrase, attacks the customers. Ash kills it with a Winchester rifle and exclaims, "Hail to the king, baby," and kisses his female co-worker. Evil Dead 2013, a reboot of the OG, Evil Dead is notable for its use of practical effects and intense violence. It follows a group of friends, David Allen and his girlfriend Natalie, as they arrive at the cabin with their dog Grandpa, and no, he's not going to make it, where they meet his estranged younger sister Mia and her friends Eric, a high school teacher, and Olivia, a nurse. The group is there for Mia to help her get clean and to get through withdrawal of her heroin addiction by staying in the secluded cabin. While there, it's not long at all before Mia starts having serious withdrawal symptoms and complains of an overwhelming scent of decay, which of course everyone ignores. David discovers that the cabin cellar is littered with rotting animal corpses, a worn double-barrel shotgun, and some ancient book. So naturally, someone's going to get curious and stupid, and that someone is Eric. the teacher of all people. He reads an incantation from the book, awakening a malevolent force, and, well, you know the drill. The possessed members of the group begin to turn on each other, and one by one are killed in brutal and graphic ways. It's great. There's blood rain, more chainsaw action, Mia going into badassery mode and amputating her hand. After fighting the abomination, she is left as the only survivor. Ash vs. Evil Dead 2015 to 2018, a television series that takes place approximately 30 years after his first 3 Evil Dead films. Ash vs. the Evil Dead sees Ash once again battling the forces of evil, this time with the help of 2 new sidekicks, Pablo and Kelly, his co-workers at the value stop, after bringing home a woman from a bar getting high and reading poetry from the Necronomicon, which he still keeps locked in a trunk. The 3-season series is a fun horror comedy with great one-liners and plenty of icky gore.